So you said this would be your first full week healthy. How did today compare to earlier weeks?
Yeah, I think that, this weekend really helped me out. Especially just, when we were there, like I tried to get as much treatment as I could before the game. I didn't really know what was going to happen with that. So I just tried to like really stay on top of my therapy while I was there. And like all my swelling, all that has stayed really consistent. And I'm feeling really good.
Did your reps change at all today?
I think so. We haven't had a ton of discussions on stuff, but I feel like they're a little bit more than last week for sure.
How's the adjustment thrown with the knee brace on back in before?
Yeah, it took a little bit to get used to at the start. With the brace on, it kind of like restricts your motion a little bit. So like, I really only felt it when I was like sprinting and all that stuff. But throwing, it hasn't really changed too much. There's a couple things here and there, but I feel like I've gotten used to it, and I've thrown enough with it now that it just kind of feels normal.
Is this the same brace you had when you first got hurt? Or?
No, I had so at the game, because this one's custom made now, the one I had at the game was just like a stock one. It was just like huge and bulky and ugly. So that's the one that they slapped on me for a little bit, and I had to wear that until I got this one made for me.
What's kind of the feeling of if there's pressure to live up to the performance that you had against Washington State? You've been out of sight for a while now.
I don't know. I don't really feel anything. I'm just like excited to be back now. Looking back on the game and all that, I think it was just like really nice to just like look over, especially when I was hurt, because I kind of saw how like my emotions changed throughout the game. And at the start, like I said earlier, like the game was just like a little fast, and I think that I was just so excited and my emotions were going through the roof. But once I kind of got settled in, I felt like really comfortable. And so I think that I'm just going to try to take that feeling and take the lessons that I learned from that and just continue to do that with whatever opportunity that I get.
I know Graham talked about how you were going to have a package in that game regardless.
Yeah.
When you come into that game, how much were you expecting to be a part of the game plan? Like, was it going to be kind of a sparing thing, or just kind of had to be loose the entire game, just maybe get one series or?
Yeah. We didn't like have too much discussion on how much I was going to play. I had a couple packages that I'd go in, and I had no idea when they were going to throw me in. So I, like you said, I had to just stay ready on the sideline, try to stay warm. But everything just came a lot sooner than I expected. So I didn't really have to worry about that on the sideline from then on.
Is the prospect of that kind of strange as a quarterback? I mean, you're so used to just spending the whole game kind of getting into a rhythm versus just like jumping in for one series.
Yeah, I would expect that it would. Obviously, that's not really what happened. But,
yeah, sure.
I would say so, because sometimes when you go in, you don't really get to get the feel of the whole game. So you got to be like right on point. You got to be super decisive, and you can't really miss a beat. So I could see how that would be a little different with just coming in and out of things, but you just got to always stay locked in.
You were more live periods today. Is there any hesitation with your knee?
No, I don't feel anything at all.
What do you think is the biggest thing you've taken away from spending a couple weeks on the sideline that you could take into game action?
Yeah, I think that I've just been able to take it from a different perspective now. From watching it on the sideline, it wasn't as much like when I was hurt, like I wasn't going to be able to play. So I really tried to take in the fronts of the defense, the coverages, take that all in as much as I could. And then I was able to see the play, hear the play, and then I kind of just progress and go through the play, go through the scheme as if I was in it. So I think that those mental reps, I wasn't really able to get as much when I was, just kind of waiting, seeing if I was going to get in at all, just trying to be ready. So those mental reps, I think are something that I've learned a lot from that experience.
What's your sense of where the team's at emotionally? Obviously, the play being fired so early, some tough losses. Just where do you think guys are at?
Yeah, I would say that this year has kind of been a little bit of a roller coaster with just everything that's happened. But I would say that in the locker room and just the guys, we've all been able to stay really close to each other. And I think that we've grown a lot just, because we faced so much adversity. And, I think that, these next 5 games, we're all ready to show what we have. And I think that we're on the right path right now. And I just think that, next opportunities that we're going to get, we're going to make the most of it.
Thank you, Jaxson.
Thanks, Jaxson.